Okay, I'm going to teach you how to do a seated row correctly. The seated row is probably, if you don't do this right, it's the best way to blow out your back. So if you have a herniated disc or you have a lot of low back pain, I would not spend a lot of time doing these type of rows, especially if your feet is out front like this. I would do more vertical pulls, because a vertical pull is going to kind of distract your spine, pull apart, decompress your spine. If you have low back pain, if you have disc bulges, this is a little more risky and it will feed your disc bulge. So avoid this if you're having a lot of low back pain. However, if your back is healthy, let's teach you how to do this correctly so you can keep it healthy. So with seated rows, first thing is, we're going to use just one bar to teach you all different rows. Whether you do, so just when you do rows with your elbows in tight like this to your body, these are going to be, this is going to be a lat row anytime your elbows out. If your elbows are out like this is going to be a rear delt row. Whether your grip is like this or whether your grip is like this, as soon as you start fanning your elbows out, you're targeting more rear delts. Every grip is going to target a different muscle fiber. So you have narrow grip, you got a medium grip, a little bit wider grip like this. So we'll go over those a little bit later, but you have a lot of different grips. So first off, when you do your seated row, any type, here I'm going to do an underhand grip. You step in real close, pop up your chest, and then use your legs to slide back. Now the key is be tall. I'm nice and tall, and what you're going to do is as you row, you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together. It's really important you pinch your scapula together, and then you're going to release. And when I release, I don't lean into it. Instead, I keep my posture, chest up. I'm rowing towards my chest or stomach. Slow release, squeezing the shoulder blades. When you do this right, what's going to happen is, if you do this right, your shoulder, if I put my finger here on your shoulder, it will roll off of my finger. See, I roll my shoulder back. If I do this wrong, if I only pull with my arms, my finger stays on your shoulder. So if you pull like this, there's no upper back work at all. No mid-trap work, no rhomboid work. So the key is you're going to squeeze the shoulder blades back as you pull. So that's really important. And so I could also, the same technique applies to a rear delt row. So now I have an overhand grip. Elbows are going to be out now. I'm gonna squeeze my elbows out, but I'm still squeezing my shoulder blades together. And if you notice, as I go full range, you're going to go all the way forwards, but what you don't do is let your chest drop. See? You avoid letting your chest drop. Chest is up. You fixate your spine in one place, and a little bit of row like this. As you get tired, is maybe acceptable, but ideally we're locking that torso, and I never want too much lean. A tiny bit lean back, you could lock that, but ideally vertical. And you're really always avoiding this rounded. You never want to do your rows like this. Never do that. Okay, so when you do a seated cable row, you have a lot of grips. So when we're doing a lat row, elbows are in tight, like I said earlier. So your elbows are in tight here. So first you have, this is going to be your strongest grip. The narrower the grip, the stronger you are, because when you pull, it's a little reduced range of motion. You're not going through as much range of motion through the shoulder. So this is just a narrow grip V handle row. Okay, great grip. That's a really good grip for beginners. It gets a little harder with every grip. This is just D handles. So now we're a little bit wider with our grip. And remember, this is a lat row. And then we call this the trike handle, just again wider. This is gonna be the hardest one. Every exercise, every handle is gonna hit your muscle fibers different. Just like when you vary your grip when you bench press, you also vary your grip when you do rows. So we want to do these for different variations. Okay?